Alright, now I'm going to show you how to create a Xamarin Forms app in Xamarin Studio on a Mac. If you're a Windows user, you can skip this video, but I encourage you to watch it just to get familiar with what your development environment on a Mac would look like. So here I'm using Xamarin Studio version 6, and I've changed my theme to dark. Let me show you how to do it. So on the top, Xamarin Studio, Preferences, under Visual Style, set the interface theme to dark. Alright, now let's create a new solution. Under Multi-Platform category, select App, and then Forms app. Next, I'm going to call this Hello World. You can see both Android and iOS are checked, but we don't have a checkbox for Windows, because in Xamarin Studio, you cannot target Windows. And for that, you need Visual Studio. Now, in terms of the shared code, the default setting is on Use Portable Class Library. The other option is Use Shared Library, which is not something I would recommend. Again, if you want to know the differences between a portable class library and shared assets, look at the PDF I have attached to this lecture. Next, I'm going to accept the defaults here, which are about location, version control, and test cloud. So nothing important at this point. Create. Okay, our project is ready, and this is much faster than Visual Studio. Now, as I told you in the last video, as a best practice, whenever you create a new Xamarin Forms app, make sure to update all the packages. So right-click the solution and go to Update NuGet Packages. You can see Xamarin Studio is updating the packages, and this is going to take a little while. Okay, all packages are successfully updated. Now, similar to Visual Studio, you can see that the iOS project is set as the startup project because it's bold. And here on the toolbar, we can select a simulator. So we've got various versions of iPhone and iPad, or we can deploy to a real device. Now to run this application, you press Command, Alt, and Enter. And then iOS simulator launches and loads our application. If you want to try the Android app, right-click this project and set it as Startup Project. Now you see all the Android emulators here. So throughout this course, I'll be using Xamarin Studio to do my development because it's much faster and more lightweight. If you want to use Visual Studio, that's perfectly fine. All the code I'm going to write in this course is exactly the same. And it doesn't matter which IDE you use. It's entirely your personal choice. All right, next we're going to explore this application in more detail and add a bit of functionality. So you will see both XAML and code behind in action.